support while he is at home. Now it is available as part of the our CX portfolio. I'm not sure if you have received an introductory email or a communication telling you about Oracle Live Experience being part of the CX. I received the email. I'm not sure about you all. If you didn't receive it, let me know. I think Nawal reshared this email with all of us.
She did.
Yeah, she did today.
There is another email that I will share with you. It's called Oracle Live Experience in a year. It's talking about what the product has achieved in the last year, in 12 months. If you didn't receive the email, I will also forward it to you. Normally, what we see Live Experience, like it can be a standalone product, but it's part of the service story. So we will either going to position it in with Oracle right now or with Oracle Sales and Service Cloud. It is there to complement the service story that we normally tell our customers, and it's the new norm. If I go to IKEA now, telling them that customers who are having a hard time to assemble your products at home, you can provide them Live Experience in opening a video and consulting them with how to fix furniture at home. It is something, a compelling story to them. Because nobody will allow any worker to come at home at this current pandemic or situation. Lots of use cases that we are going to discuss today related to remote service, not just the IKEA one, but let's talk more about the product and see how the product works first of all. I have this, sorry, not that one. Let me open the correct presentation. So I have this presentation. I'm not going to go into each and every slide. It's a sales presentation at the end of the day, but I'm just going to pick some slides. So as we discussed, it's there to assist customers into service parts and remote service and provide engagement using video, using audio, and so on. So it's a new channel to add to our right now, or it's a new channel to add to our Sales and Service Cloud that works to complement the story. So the way it works is that customers will have a mobile app. This mobile app is out of the box. You can download it from App Store or Google Play. It's called Oracle Live Experience. This mobile app will allow the customers to engage. And finally, we are having a mobile app, a ready-made mobile app in the service. We only have the field service mobile app, but we don't have a customer mobile app. This is the first one in our portfolio. So the customer will be able to do some digital engagement, will have some digital engagement capabilities out of the box in his app, okay, where he can engage with the brand, with your retail customer, with your healthcare customer, with your professional services customer in order to get the service done. I had a plumb issue 1 week ago. And the facility department in my maintenance contract, they provided me with the spare part, but my wife didn't allow them to enter home. So what I did is that I opened a voice call and I kept asking them how to install this new part and it was miserable. So I needed some assistance and I couldn't get this assistance. So once the customer log into this Live Experience mobile app, he will be able to interact with the agent. In healthcare, he can interact with the nurse or with the doctor. In real estate or in service facility, he can interact with the technician in order to provide him a remote assistant. We will talk about some of the features that will empower the customer get the live service he wants, but also I can do a video call and I can do a voice call. I can share my screen. I can upload images for the technician or the agent on the other side to see, and he can help me by just annotating on, as you have seen in the video, you want to plug the cable here, not there. Think of other use cases like insurance use cases. If a service request where I am on the road and opening my camera. So the use cases are limited. The product is light. It's not a complicated product. It can be an add-on, and you can start thinking whenever you engage with one of your clients on putting this value-added feature in order to provide relevant story to the current lockdown situation that we are all in. Any questions to the moment? You will see the demo in a couple of seconds, Mr. Alex. Don't worry. Okay. Okay, great. So before talking about, let me show you how it works before talking about licenses and trainings and materials and so on. So I have two use cases here, one with Sales Cloud. So this is Sales and Service Cloud. This is Fusion Engagement Cloud. And this is Oracle right now, right? As you can see, once I configure the demo, this is the normal right now. Can you see this small LX icon? This is live experiences integrated into my right now. Okay, and I'll tell you now how to get an account and how to get a demo account. If I go to Fusion Sales and Service, I have this live experience banner. Okay, and I can open the live experience as an agent or as a customer service consultant. I can open the live experience banner. As a customer, there is an app called Live Experience you can download. There are some steps that you need to follow in order to configure this app. As you can see, providing the customer with basic guidance, helping shoppers doing their remote shopping, collaboration, doing online remote support and online meetings, sharing web view, and the last one is Know Your Customer. One of the use cases that we are doing is telemedicine, for example. We are having an initiative for telemedicine where you can book an appointment with your doctor and do the consultation remote. One of the challenges here is how to identify that this is the patient, how to do a patient identification process, how to make sure that the one who is having the consultation, consuming the service, who is paying from his insurance is the correct patient, is not someone else. That's why Know Your Customer is there. If you can see this small Know Your Customer. It works with banks. Banks would like to know more about you, would like to get your updated ID, would like to get your fingerprint or something like that. It works with telecos and it works with hospital. So the first step for me as a customer is to validate, verify my identity. There are out-of-the-box ways of verifying the customer, either by uploading documents or by doing video identifier. So I record a small video, maybe face recognition can identify that this is who I am. Or validate my identity using my passport, using my Emirates ID, using my driving license, or maybe in healthcare, uploading my insurance card, right? As you can see, it identified that United Arab Emirates is where I got my documents, so it understands some of the countries how their identity card is issued. Like photo is on the bottom right and the barcode is on the back and so on. So it identifies some countries and you can always change the country. It understands how the IDs are there. If you want to identify using a third-party identifier, like there is, we have here in United Arab Emirates something called the Emirates Identity Authority, for example. It has APIs to identify citizens. If you want to use a third-party identifier, the open APIs will allow you to use a third-party identifier in order to identify your customer. Let me use, for example, this identity card. So what I'll do is I'll take a photo for the front, then I'll take a photo for the back. Can you see how it is, how the template can read
Yes.
my ID? That's because it recognizes it's in United Arab Emirates.
Okay.
Then I'll go Is there an OCR image recognition? It's a question that I need to get back to you. I'm not the most knowledgeable person about the product, but we can do it together. The workflow here is after uploading the document is to do a video verification. It is the workflow that was set up here. You can change the workflow for sure. So you can ask for a video verification, you can ask for a third-party verification, or so on. So let's do a video verification. I'll start doing my video verification, and this is how to verify myself. It's not set up, it's just to show the capability. There is no actual setup there. Okay, so this is from an end user perspective. From an agent perspective, if I want to have a meeting or I want to have a call, I need an assistant. So from an agent perspective, I'll use RightNow because it's more convenient. From Oracle RightNow, I can open here. I have multiple ways for, sorry, I need to refresh. Multiple ways for contacting the customer. I can open a remote voice session, video session, text session, or so on. So let's open this LX. Can start a meeting, generate a meeting link as if you are using Zoom, but now it is embedded within RightNow. You don't need to use a third-party conferencing tool. It is embedded. Have a conversation, a text or an SMS conversation, place a call to one of your customers, and so on. So let's have an example of a customer asking for an assistant. So as a customer, I'll ask to have a call, so I'll click. This session may be recorded for quality and assurance purposes. It is recorded on Oracle servers, yes. So we have 2 SKUs and we will talk about the SKUs later. So the premium SKU provides 50 GBs to record calls and video calls. This might cause some fears and doubts for the customer for recording calls on Oracle servers. I've contacted product management and they validated that we can erase the videos and download the videos from Oracle servers using some APIs and store it on the customer premises if they want. I'll open this session here. As you can see, the call came the same way you do with voice calls. I'll answer it. I can ask for an ID. ID is document status is verified, as you can see. I'll verify it. Okay. Now the call details, and I can do the call. I can ask for the customer to share his screen or to share his camera. So I'll ask them. Once I ask them, the customer will receive a pop-up to give a consent to use the video. Now I canceled, so I can cancel. And the video will upload here. Zoom is using my camera, so that's why you cannot see, it's the video here. But I can switch my camera. It takes a while, so you will not see it immediately. Anyways, so this is the call happening. This is the customer profile with all the RightNow features. I can do messaging and I can annotate. So I can start annotating to support the customer remotely. Okay. Any questions?
No, thanks, Abdullah. Everything is clear. Thank you.
Okay. Last thing. Again, I need to check. Last thing I'll show you today in terms of functions and features is SMS communication is enabled. So if I send hello to the customer, I've just sent you a link. We can use the knowledge base, get some articles from the knowledge base, send it to the customer. You know RightNow very well, right? It actually sends an SMS back to my mobile. I actually got the SMS. So it's a very interesting story to tell your customer. You can create many journeys, like sky's the limit. Think of any industry, you can create many journeys and show the customer the full journey. Like I did one for healthcare, for telemedicine, and that was the journey that I created. And I started showing this to customers. So from using RightNow portal to browse doctors, which doctor I need to do a consultation, using the patient portal integrated with the HIS to schedule a session with the doctor, verifying my identity, doing payment. This is something that needs to be customized. Meeting the doctor, doing the diagnosis. The doctor does put the diagnosis on the system, and then using field service for completing the story with home care, sending somebody to take a sample, blood sample from me at home, and then delivering the medicine to me at home. So this was like one of the scenarios that you can do using live experience right now and field service. Optionally, you can add policy automation, intelligent advisor now the new name, and chatbot for sure to show the full remote support that your customer will need to provide to his end clients. Okay? Sound interesting enough? Or I need to spice it a little bit?
If you want to spice it, you can, please.
Interesting, Abdullah, of course.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So this works with Right Now and Service Cloud and Sales.
Exactly. So I showed you how the integration is seamless with Right Now. It is the same with Sales Cloud. It is the same, exactly the same experience. Okay.
But we don't have.
Sorry.
No, I'm just asking about the SMS. In Engagement Cloud, there is no SMS, only in the Right Now. We cannot send SMSs from Engagement Cloud. That's up to my knowledge.
I need to dig deep. I think Live Experience is the one talking to the SMS gateway, not Right Now. So we can dig deep. There is a broad. Sorry. So there is an open APIs there to integrate with other CRMs. I think I have seen a use case somewhere. I need to search for it again. That talks about integration with a third-party CRM, not our CRM. So it can be done. There is a broad set of use cases. I'll keep it for like less than a minute for you to read and see if you have a current opportunity that has one of those use cases that you can leverage Live Experience to differentiate your solution to your customers. Some of them are for banks, some of them are for insurance, security, retail shopping, police, and so on. And I'll share this with you for sure. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Talking about knowledge, you need to bring yourself up to speed. Product management said they are going to do like an introductory webinar by the end of April. I haven't seen any announcement yet, but I'll keep an eye on it and I'll share it with you once it is planned. Other than that, most of the knowledge you will see in the CGBU knowledge bases, not in our CX knowledge base yet. The most important URL to get started is this one. It is under the GBU Confluence. You can have access to it. If you want to set up your environment with CX sales or service, it is a 10 minutes job. I have done it myself. It is a 10 minutes job. Okay? This is what you need to do to get a demo account. This is what you need to do to install the app and configure the app. And this is what you need to do to get it working. It is as easy as that. Mm-hmm. The problem here is that if I go to this Right Now account, Right Now instance, it's not a full instance of Right Now. So this navigation doesn't work. I cannot edit the contact. I can only work with Macy Williams. I cannot work with any others. So if you want to
show this case.
Yes. So
it's
if
mainly
you
for Shan.
Yes. It's unfortunate, but if you need to do an end-to-end service demo, you need to keep another Right Now instance open and then show the customer the video and audio and annotations use case and customer verification use case. And then if you want to expand more into service, you will switch to your other opportunity, go to Macy Williams or have the same account, same contact so the customer doesn't feel inconsistent. Same way if we go to sales, so it is not a full Fusion instance and you cannot show everything in Fusion right here. So just show the use case and then go back to your environment.
Okay.
I'll share with you this link. In this link, you will find here on the left-hand side lots of interesting materials to get yourself up to speed with this product, including how-to articles, integration with Siebel. For example, if you have an on-premise Siebel customer, you can still give him Right Now, and sales materials. Sales materials will take you here on Sales Central. Again, it's still under the CGBU. It's not under CX yet. You will find some battle cards. You will find some sales guides. You will find presentation.
Does it consider to be an expensive thing, or is it cheap? Because I'm working right now with a customer with it's right now a field service opportunity, and it's in a real estate, more into a facility management. So this would be great actually. I'm still in contact with them. We did the demo and everything, but this would be great for facility management, right? So
yes.
yeah, okay.
So if I go for pricing here, to cut it short, it's an extra $1 to $5 per user per month. List price, for sure, discounts will apply here. It's an extra $1 to $5 per user per month. It comes into two different categories, the standard and the premium one. I'm not 100% aware on the difference between the standard and the premium one, but the main difference is the ID verification is in the premium, the video chat is in the premium, and the premium gives you an extra 50 GB of video storage. So maybe there are other differentiators between premium and standard, but this knowledge is not handy yet.
Right. Okay. Great.
So if we expand here and we go into this is the right now on eSource, you will, if I missed it, it was there. So we have here we have Oracle Live Experience for right now Cloud Service Enterprise, and we have Oracle Live Experience Premium one. Okay, it requires a prerequisite of having right now Agent Desktop or Contact Center Dynamic Agent. This is the supplement. And if I go there, it's a $1 to $5, but this is something for sales to worry about. It's not our job. It's a $1 to $5 for the enterprise, and it's a $150 for the premium one. 0% discounts. And as right now, it is a minimum of 10 users. The same minimum metric of right now. The same thing you get if you go to Fusion Sales and Service. So if you go to Fusion Sales and Service, Live Experience, it is the same. You have both. You have the enterprise and you have the premium. Just one thing that I want you to know is we are running a campaign on healthcare right now on telemedicine, and we might receive lots of opportunities related to virtual or remote healthcare consultation at home. I tried it myself. I booked an appointment and I did it myself with one of the hospitals. It was on GoToMeeting, and it was a good experience for me. I'm not sure if you know about the Egyptian She's Long website. It has been doing that for years.
Yes.
It's a psychiatric clinic, online psychiatric clinic, where you do online therapy list. It's also available in Romania and other. It's just an example that this wave of innovation is there in the market already, and it will become the new norm. I tried to book an appointment here. They sent me a Zoom account. So it is there. It was a 500 EGP consultation, which I think it is from the medium to upper range of a consultation in Egypt. Not so expensive and not so cheap. So this is how the service is valuable and how it brings revenue stream. Some regulated customers, some regulated industries like healthcare would require a license to do telemedicine. I'm not sure about other industries, but just keep an eye telemedicine coverage and also home care coverage. So just keep an eye on the industry regulation, whatever it's banking, telco, whatever, in order to make sure that you are selling the solution right. And also privacy concerns or privacy regulations. I consulted the product management team and they told me that this solution is 100% GDPR compliant. Last thing for today before I wrap up, there is a channel, new channel, if you want to follow this channel in order to get knowledge. Like other channels, it's called Live Experience Support. You can ask questions, you can contact product management, or ask me if you want. I'm still building my knowledge. Okay?
That's great. Yes.
Now you have
so much,
you have touched the product, you have seen a quick demo, I'll share the links with you, you have the materials on Sales Central. It is the time to start putting that into your stories. Any questions before we wrap up this session?
Yes, I just need 1 second.
Sure.
I want to share with you the big question around language or localization.
Sure. Do you want to share your screen? Or
I'm going to in a second. I'm just joining with my computer and I can do that.
Sure.
And it's this link I wanted to share with everybody in the chat so that it's in the recording as well. I just need you to verify it, please, Abdullah, because while you were talking, I was listening and researching.
Sure.
In the chat. Yeah.
Yes. We need to check, but yes, the short answer is yes. So, but I would question about showing a video to a bank. It can be like voice calls instead of calling a local number, and it can be used in the identification, like the know your customer part, to identify, renew your ID, and so on. We have so far, I think, when I talk to product management, we have 25 customers live. We can go more into those stories. Let me go back to my presentation and share my screen because I have seen some banking. Yeah. So this is the link that Sean. Yeah. This is the link that Sean have shared regarding localizing the messages and text in live experience.
Right on top, Abdullah.
Yeah.
It says there you will be multiple countries. You'll definitely want to localize your native languages. Live Experience provides comprehensive localization from Uzbekistan to Zulu, from A to Z, and right to left languages, and there's other notations as well. So we're looking to it with more detail, but this at a high level tells me it's quite capable.
Sure. And in the admin screen, as you can see, there is localize, the meeting app, and the associate the desktop, and so on.
I was going to say the best place is just look in the app and see if you've got somebody like Alex. You can check, look at the Czech stuff, and Abdullah or Dina, Ahmed can check the Arabic stuff. I can check Afrikaans even, and Dutch, and all sorts of other languages that I can read.
Okay, sure. Sean, do you want to invest the last 20 minutes in any team-related topics since we concluded this topic? I can stop sharing, stop recording if you want.
Yeah, no, Abdullah, before you stop recording, I just want everybody to know that this is how I want us to be thinking, not just during crisis situations, but when I say to you, come appraisal time or during the year, guys and girls, I need an initiative from you. Think about build a digital assistant like you do Build a Bear, have a customer over or do it virtually, have them build a chatbot, for example, or digital assistant script, just so that they feel more familiar with the applications. This is the way I want us to be in front of sales and leading the conversation and injecting it into our demos and things going forward as thought leaders, but also as part of your creative process, not just to work all the time, but as part of your creative process, think about the tools and systems around you and how you can incorporate that in new and updated messaging. The other very important thing is to do the research and stay on top of the news. I think, Abdullah, because you're on top of the news, you managed to grasp this very quickly. We managed to put some high-level stuff together last week. We ran it through the sales director, Monzer. We got his support. He couldn't thank us enough because it came at just the right time, and commended Abdullah for his proactiveness in this regard. And that was an internal call that was held with sales today. And afterwards, I relayed the message to Abdullah, a WhatsApp chat from Monzer saying how timely this was, and that we'll use this proactive approach going forward. And Monzer's got a very descriptive plan going forward with the amount of opportunities he wants to create in April. He estimates 35 leads by the mid of April, and an additional 35 leads from the amount of people that he saw on the call today by mid-May. And then this tells me he's also going to be targeting about 20 countries where we are 100% OD, where we don't overlap with the field organization. So this makes us competitive with ourselves and then with our competitors, not internally. So the importance of these things is that when you build a program like this, consider all the barriers and things inside the organization, and Abdullah did that very well. He circumvented all the risks. He doesn't have all the answers, and neither do any of us, but we can find them, and at least we have the support from product management as well to bulletproof a solution like this to the extent that we can at least take it to market, and we're already trialing it with 4 of our opportunities. So that's the kind of foresight you should have, and don't let it prevent you. Actually, let it inspire you to do better than just the regular day-to-day demos and things that we do. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sean.
Thanks a lot, Sean. Okay, thanks everybody. This concludes our session for today. Enjoy the rest of your week, and let me know if you need any help. I'll share the materials and the links very soon.
Thank you so much, Abdullah. This was very informative. Thank you for the heads up. Looking forward for more in deep for this product.
Sure. And once the product management team do the webinar for us by the end of this month, as they anticipated, I will share it with you. You will receive it, but I'll make sure that you are aware of it.
Great.
Abdullah, please start planning for a TOI for the larger SC organization, including NetSuite and Oracle. Start thinking about that as well, please.
I'll think about it, yeah. I'll think about it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Thank you. Thank you, Abdullah. Thanks, Sean. Bye, guys. Okay. Bye-bye.